They won't understand you, and that's exactly how you planned it. They'll call you arrogant, intense, even unhinged. But deep down, they're not confused by you. They're intimidated because your presence doesn't follow the script. You don't beg for attention, you command it. You don't fill silence, you sharpen it. And when you walk into a room, it's not your words that shift the atmosphere. It's your energy. Cold, still, calculated. You don't chase approval, and in a world addicted to validation, that makes you dangerous. That makes you unforgettable. Real charisma isn't loud. It's not smiling for the crowd or turning yourself into a people-pleasing product. It's the ability to dominate a space without trying. And that kind of presence only comes from one thing: detachment. You must be rooted in yourself, unshaken by opinions, immune to attention. While everyone else is trying to fit in, you are mastering the art of standing out without asking for permission. That's why you feel dangerous. You're not afraid to be silent, to watch, to observe, because you know that when you finally speak, the room will listen. People will try to figure you out. Let them say less, reveal less. Charisma is not in what you show, it's in what you withhold. Every word you don't say becomes a mirror. They'll project their fears, fantasies, and insecurities onto your silence. That's the game. The more mystery you create, the more obsessed they become. You don't tell them who you are. You let them wonder. And in that wondering, you become larger than life. You become a story they can't stop telling themselves. But here's the rule. You never break character. Emotional control becomes your armor. No outbursts, no desperation, no need to convince. People will test you, desperate to pull you into their chaos. Don't bite. You remain composed even when provoked. You answer pressure with stillness, conflict with calculation. Because the second you lose control, the illusion breaks. And you're no longer the storm, they are. So keep your energy clean, cold, precise. The less you react, the more powerful you become. To be truly magnetic, become a paradox. Be warm but unreachable. Present but untouchable. Commanding but calm. People can't stop thinking about what doesn't make sense. So don't make sense. Confuse them. Make them uncomfortable. Not because you're trying to hurt them, but because you're forcing them to see a standard they've never met. You become the exception, the glitch in their reality. And once you've reached that level, their obsession with understanding you turns into respect, or fear, or both. You don't build charisma by copying others. You build it by becoming someone no one else can copy. And that means solitude, self-mastery, silence. Let your actions become unpredictable. Let your words carry weight. Let your presence say everything your mouth never will. That's not charm, it's control. And the man who controls himself will always control the room. So if they're not whispering when you leave, if they're not watching you more than they talk to you, if they're not saying there's something off about him, then you're still blending in, still softening your edges. But once they start questioning your sanity, your calmness, your intensity, your detachment, that's when you know you've crossed over. You've stepped into a space most will never enter. The space where charisma stops being a trait and becomes a weapon. This is dark horse energy, unpredictable, unapologetic, unforgettable.